Hello. This video is intended for the head admin. However, I think it is important that everyone be in the conversation. This is the list that I'm going to be sending to the admin, and I'm going to be talking about each one. That way I give more context for each item in the list. Gold compensation is first. Somebody in the Discord, when I was talking about the last call, they said 500 million gold for every single account that was registered prior to rollback. Even that was a bit too much. And I agree to a point. A lot of players lost a lot of gold during the rollback. And it's tough to fine tune and hit that sweet spot between the gold that you lost and how it can be made up for. I believe that 500 million gold is fair for all the accounts that were registered. But I do agree with the sentiment that some of the quests should be completed before. Because who's to say I didn't just make a lot of dummy accounts in January of last year. So I understand. I think if we wanted to even take it a step further, maybe accounts that topped up at any point in the, I guess, in their DBO life. So if an account was topped up and it was registered prior to rollback, then it should get 500 million gold. And this should hold true for accounts that topped up and received gems at that point also. So let's say if you registered after May and you topped up, you got your gems, and then you should also be entitled to some amount of gold, because a lot of players that would top up also, did a large amount of gold purchases as well. Ruby compensation. So this follows the 2-day gems that you get daily. If you attack a monster, if you kill a monster, the first monster that you kill, you get 1 to 2 gems daily. This 420 gems is a calculation of 30 days a month. We lost 7 months, so that's 30 times 7. And then we double that for the 2 gems, and that's how we get 420 rubies. Because that's 210 days lost. Therefore, I believe 420 rubies is a solid compensation for that. I understand that you don't want to give gems. That is completely understandable. But we have rubies for a reason. The reason we have rubies is so that players can't exploit the free gem options. And I disagree with that entirely. I think that's a messed up thing to do. But since it's already here, you might as well use it to your advantage. Giving a ruby compensation gives the players a sense of not losing everything that they collected, because I am very meticulous with collecting dailies on all of my accounts. I haven't done that since the server came back online, because what is the point if I'm going to lose everything again? All right, I apologize. The third on the list is the pumpkins. So during the 7-month time skip, there was a pumpkin wish event where you could reset your disciple's first, second, and third skill. And this was really, really good. A lot of people wait for this event religiously. I myself included. I remember waking up every single day waiting for the pumpkin wish to come and granting my wish to get Masenko out of the picture. What happened was we lost that entire event and we skipped right to the Christmas event. And people that either started off with Masenko now have to wait a whole nother year to get another skill, or people that had a disciple that was before 150 million before the rollback now have a disciple that has a undesired blast, and they have no way to change that. There is a way to change that with the 1-star Dragon Ball, but that 1-star Dragon Ball costs maybe 1 billion gold each from other players, and it costs so much for no reason. That's why I think we need a 20 set Pumpkin Wish, because it fell into that event. I apologize. It fell into the 7-month rollback period, and we have no compensation to show for that. The fourth on the list is the Potara Shard limit. So we got our Yardrat scrolls. That one, I do like the compensation for that. So if you don't know, we got a 2x scroll increase. That means for the whole period of the double experience, so I think it's till April, we have double Yardrat scroll drops. I believe this should be the exact same for the Potara Shard. So if you're unaware, the Potara Shard limit, you are able to collect 100 shards from killing Nappas and the enemies in the 40 billion area, or you can purchase them at Satan Shop. You can only do 100 each. So I can collect 100 shards per that day, and I can buy 100 shards that day. I believe that these should be doubled, because at minimum, if you collect all the shards, that's at least 3 months of hunting religiously. And that's a lot of time, money, and effort wasted on resources just to collect it. And I think that is a huge oversight that we haven't been given the Potara Shard limit increase. What I would think is a double increase on the shards collecting from fighting the monsters, and then an unlimited amount of purchasing them. That way, I would say that is fair. And the last one, I think the 100 event rewards given back would go a massive way of making the compensation just. I and other YouTubers have videos, and this will be linked to you. I don't know if I'll link it in the description, just because I don't know if there's any emails that show. This will be linked to you. We have every single player that participated in the top 100 event. We have every single player that should have been given rewards for these events. So we have documentation on every single player, and we are more than happy with making a list and checking it twice and finding out who's gonna get these rewards given with spice. Oh crap, I tried to make a rhyme. And then there's my message. I think this is very reasonable. Yeah, and also if you could give 1,000 gems to a player named Lordical, that would be great as well. Yeah, I think that's what do you mean that's not reasonable? On a serious note, I believe this list would more than make up for everything that we lost. The one key thing is, how will we know if this doesn't happen again? That is the biggest issue that is registering in my mind. I haven't played the server to the maximum that I should be, just because in the back of my head, all I think about is, what if everything gets lost again? Why should I be putting the time for something I can lose again so easily? But yeah, that's about it. See ya.